So this feels a little weird. It's been about a month since I posted my last video, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever gone a month without posting on this channel before. And a lot of really crazy, horrible things have happened within the last month, like finding out that my car was totaled and getting furloughed from my job within the same week, and just finding out that we have a pretty serious mold problem in our apartment at the moment. I just couldn't get into the headspace or find the words to describe how I was feeling throughout the past month. And sitting here now, I don't really want to go into the turmoil and relive every moment of the past month because it was honestly kind of awful in a lot of ways. And I don't think it'll make you guys feel better. It certainly won't make me feel any better to go through it again. So instead, I thought I would kind of sit down and talk about all the things that went really well in the past couple of weeks. And surprisingly, a lot of things have gone really well. So I wanted to briefly recap all of the crazy nonsense that went on, and now I'll talk a little bit about all the awesome stuff too. About a month ago, my car got hit by a piece of shrapnel while I was driving on the highway. And so much about that incident was so bizarre. It was raining, it was a totally unpredictable event, and a lot of things had to go right for me to be safe in that situation. And I walked away from that situation completely unharmed. I was physically 100% okay. Basically walk away from this entire mess with my car knowing that everything was going to be okay because I had total coverage car insurance. I got a rental car same day after that incident, so really my life was relatively unaffected except for not having my car. It was really as convenient as it could have been, and like I said, things could have been a whole lot worse if I had been seriously injured. Also, of all the times not to have a car, this was pretty ideal. I was actually able to telework for about 2 weeks, which made not having a car a non-issue. And that's another thing that I'm really thankful for, is that I was briefly able to work from home and not worry about having a car and even returning the rental car altogether because I just didn't need it. So as far as timing goes, of all the times for my car to be totaled and all the times to kind of be stuck at home, this was kind of the most ideal time. It's never going to be the right time. It was surely very inconvenient, but I think it could have been a whole lot worse if I had been depending on my car still day to day, because I would have definitely maxed out the rental car coverage. But yeah, moral of the story, I'm really glad that I had great car insurance and that I was able to walk away from that car accident completely unharmed. I think throughout this past month, something that I have sort of been forced to learn and figure out for myself is how to accept things that are out of my control. Normally, as somebody who's like kind of just low-grade anxious all the time, I don't do super well with things that aren't in my control. But sort of feeling like everything in my life is on fire for the past month has challenged me to reevaluate that fear. And I think it's a good lesson for me to reprioritize things and to focus my attention on things that are directly impacting me rather than feeling overwhelmed by everything that's going on in the present moment, which is very easy to do. And I think if there was ever a time that more people were feeling that, now would be the case more than ever. So it's been a lesson for me in a lot of ways to let go of things that I can't control and to focus my mind on just the few things that I can get done in a day. Also, I'm not gonna lie, wearing sweatpants and leggings every single day has been amazing. It's definitely something that I can incorporate into my lifestyle daily. But basically being the human version of a mullet where I'm put together on the top and then totally frumpy on the bottom is kind of great, and I'm loving it. I've also put in more than 140 hours into Animal Crossing New Horizons. This game could not have come out at a better time for me, and I cannot believe there was a time where I had contemplated not getting this game. Truthfully, this game is getting me through some tough days. I love this game. I have loved Animal Crossing since I was probably about 10 or 11 years old, and I still love it just as much now at 25 years old. There's no part of me that has wavered in my love for Animal Crossing, and I think it's still kind of grown. I can remember being 10 years old, obsessing over this game, drawing my character, dreaming about it in my sleep, and I feel like I'm exactly the same now, which is kind of just reinvigorating my inner child and making me feel like a kid all over again, especially chilling at home all day, not doing a whole lot, playing video games. It's kind of been a good way for me to just like revert back to my childhood temporarily and chill out there for a little bit while everything crumbles around me. I also started doing this really fun, stupid thing where I post my fun socks of the day on Instagram. I will post some of them up here on the screen. It's just been a really fun way to like keep in touch with you guys on a daily basis, and I really just enjoyed it. I never get to wear these cool funky socks, and so this is like a really great excuse just to break them out, and it kind of just brightens my day when I look down at my feet and there's like dinosaurs and aliens on them. Like, who doesn't love that? And I usually pick like a fun song choice to go with my socks of the day, and I don't know, I've just kind of enjoyed everything about it. So follow me on Instagram if you aren't already to see my socks of the day post. And if any of y'all get weird with feet, you're gonna ruin it. Don't ruin it. I love this, don't take it away from me. Throughout this past month, I've also gone days at a time where I don't wear makeup or do my hair, and it's kind of been very refreshing. I feel like my skin's gotten better. I feel like I'm just focusing less on my appearance because I'm not going anywhere or doing anything, and it's kind of nice just to like roll out of bed and not change anything about myself for that entire day. But what's cool is when I do my makeup, I do it because I want to, and I play around with it, and I try new looks and new techniques and colors, which is something I haven't done in a really long time. When I started doing makeup in college, it really was all about just fun and playing around and going to class with lime green eyeliner on. And when I entered the workforce, makeup kind of became more of a daily regimen or routine where I was just focusing on getting it done really quickly and just focusing on the basics every day, which is definitely totally okay. But it's also fun just to like be creative with my makeup and play around and experiment with different things. And when I feel like wearing makeup, I do, and when I don't feel like wearing makeup, I don't. I think one of the best things that has happened during this crazy quarantine month is how much I have gotten back in touch with friends and family members that I haven't talked to in a long time. Through playing Animal Crossing, I have reconnected with one of my best friends from college. We roomed together, we were really good friends, and we remained friends even after college when we moved to different states. But we kind of drifted apart for a while, and then Animal Crossing kind of brought us back together. And we probably spend an average of like 6 hours a week talking on the phone, playing Animal Crossing together. I've also been playing Animal Crossing with my cousin and talking to him, which has been awesome because he's like a little brother to me, and I never get to catch up with him and see what he's up to. And so in a way, Animal Crossing's kind of brought me closer to some people that are really important to me. I've also had like virtual game night with my family over Zoom, which was super geeky and glitchy and crazy, but really fun just to kind of have my family together. So it's been cool. I've FaceTimed with my sister, who I never get to talk to enough, and I just love my family and I love my friends, so it's been really good to reconnect with all of them again. And I think quarantine has a really cool way of bringing people together, even if we're apart, which is awesome. I guess this also might be a good time to mention that I got a new car, a new used car. And this is something that I felt very honored and very privileged to be able to do, because it's a huge investment financially. But I needed a car. I couldn't not have a car forever, but I feel very lucky to have that car, and that whole frustration and adulting period of my life is over for the time being, because buying a car is very stressful. Very stressful. I never want to do it again as long as I live. Something especially surprising to me was how creative I was during this past month. I think I had kind of been in a bit of a rut with my art and my channel, and I definitely lost a lot of motivation to create videos during the past few weeks. When I was working from home, I definitely did not want to be doing YouTube and work in the same space. It just didn't really flow. And since my boyfriend's also been working from home, it feels kind of weird to have those two worlds colliding, and definitely wanting to have our space be as efficient as possible throughout the day has been really important. But even though I haven't been filming videos or posting art that much, I've been creating a lot, and I've actually felt probably the most creative I have in a while. And it took a while for that to kind of kick in. I think there was definitely a time where I was feeling guilty for not creating or not being productive, but once I got past that and was able to be kind of forgiving of myself and where I was at, I kind of just felt this rush of creativity very unexpectedly, and it's been really great. And I feel like I am loving just creating to create again. You know, it's a good reminder that my relationship with art is probably going to fluctuate throughout my life. There's times where it's going to be work and it's going to feel like a job, but there's also times where I take a step back from that and it becomes an outlet again, and it just becomes sort of a tool for healing, just like it did when I was a teenager or during other difficult times in my life. And this is really no different. And I think for a while I thought I might have lost that connection with art, but this has proved that it's still there, and it's definitely still there when I need it to be. I also cannot stress enough how thankful I am for my health. And not only that, but to still have health insurance during this time and to be able to contact my providers virtually. It's obviously a little scary when all of your doctor's appointments are canceled and pushed back months and you don't really know, what's going to happen if something goes wrong. This is not a great time to be in the hospital or to be in doctor's offices. And so it's kind of scary, but at the same time, I'm really thankful for the advances in technology, making it possible for me to continue to be in touch with my doctors and get questions answered and just kind of have that peace of mind when I need it to. It's been really great. And I know that a lot of people might not be in this position right now, and I know it's really scary. And I definitely had moments of that fear as well, where I wasn't sure if my health benefits were going to stick around or if I was going to need to go to the doctor and not be able to. So it's a really scary time, and I know that physical stress can manifest in a lot of different ways for people, including physical symptoms and mental health symptoms as well. And so it's just a really good time to be listening to our bodies and taking care of them as best as we can. To sum it up, this past month has been a period of unexpected growth for me. I've cried a lot, I've learned a lot, and I've sort of just felt grounded in the things that are the most important to me. I've really just come to appreciate what I do have right now and what support I have from my boyfriend, from my family, from my friends. It's been great. It truly has overall, on the whole, been a really good month in spite of everything that's happened. And I think that's what I wanted this video to be. Even though it's been a really crazy time for me and for a lot of you out there, I've really had to challenge myself to look at the positive, and maybe not every day is a positive, and maybe I have days where I let myself stew in it for a little bit more than other days, but on the whole, I really do have a lot to be thankful for. And I wanted to get that message out there, even though there is definitely times in thinking about this video where I just wanted to vent on end about all the negative things. And if I'd let myself do that, I just don't think it would have made me feel any better. So this is the result of this video. I'm calling this my quarantine diary because I don't really know what else to call it. It kind of feels like I'm just being maybe a little bit overly personal with you guys for an internet art channel. But here we are, and I'm happy that you all are here. I'm happy that you all are watching. I hope you enjoy this video. And I don't really know what future videos are gonna look like for a while. With the now mold issue on our apartment, there's a very real possibility that we will temporarily be moving our bedroom into this office, or be temporarily moving into another apartment altogether. So I really can't make promises as far as videos or live streams, but if you do want to stay in touch with me and kind of keep up with what's going on in my life, you can follow me on Twitter @SillyPancake, or you can follow me on Instagram. And my Instagram handle, I'll put that up, and all the links are down below as well. So I am posting art, and I am making some really cool stuff that I'm actually really proud of. So it would mean a lot if you did follow me over there, especially for the time being, because I don't know if YouTube is gonna be a priority. But I did do a live stream last week, and a lot of you guys came to that, which was awesome and just fun. I really enjoyed it. I love live streaming and staying in touch with you guys that way, so there's a chance I might be doing a few more of those. Maybe I'll do them on Instagram as well. Who knows? Everything's kind of up in the air, but that's okay. We're thriving. Thriving and surviving. Stay in, stay safe, wash your hands. I love you guys, and I will see you on the internet.